Life is full of choices, and every single day we are presented with opportunities to invest our energy, time, and emotions. But too often we find ourselves clinging to things, people, or situations that aren't choosing us back. And today I want to challenge you: stop choosing what's not choosing you. Imagine this: your energy is like a currency. It's valuable, it's precious, and once spent, you can't get it back. Why waste that energy on something that doesn't value it? Why invest your heart, your time, and your passion into a situation that leaves you feeling drained and unappreciated? When you continue to give to what doesn't give back, you're telling yourself that you don't deserve better. But the truth is, you do. You deserve to be met with the same enthusiasm you bring to the table. You deserve opportunities that recognize your potential, relationships that value your presence, and paths that align with your purpose. You deserve to be surrounded by things that bring out the best in you, not the rest of you. Choosing what doesn't choose you isn't loyalty, it's self-sabotage. It's settling for less because you fear the unknown. It's holding on to a door that's already closed, hoping that if you knock hard enough, it will reopen. But the reality is, when a door closes, there's a reason. And if you keep staring at it, you'll miss the ones that are waiting for you to step through. Have you ever seen a flower trying to bloom in a place where it can't get sunlight? It doesn't. It seeks the light, grows where it's nurtured, and flourishes in the right environment. You are no different. You need to plant yourself where you're appreciated, where your strengths are recognized, where your spirit can grow. It's time to let go of the jobs that don't see your worth, the people who don't see your heart, and the places that no longer bring you joy. Stop waiting for approval from those who don't value your dreams. Stop trying to prove yourself to those who never wanted to understand you in the first place. When you stop choosing what's not choosing you, you free up space for what's meant to find you. You open yourself up to the right people, the right opportunities, and the right experiences. You give yourself a chance to find the things that feel like home, that make you feel alive, that make you feel seen. Let today be the day you reclaim your energy. Let today be the day you say, I deserve better. Because when you choose yourself first, when you align with what is meant for you, life has a way of bringing everything you deserve. And when you finally let go of what's not choosing you, you'll realize that the best things in life don't need to be chased, they meet you halfway. Choose yourself. Choose your peace. Choose what chooses you back. You deserve that. Just like money, your energy is limited. You have a finite amount to spend each day on work, relationships, and personal growth. When you invest your energy into things that don't give back, you end up feeling drained and depleted. It's important to direct your energy toward what nurtures, appreciates, and grows with you. Treat your energy as a valuable resource and choose to invest it in people and situations that add value to your life. Holding on to a situation or person that doesn't reciprocate can be like dragging an anchor while trying to swim. You may feel attached, but that attachment could be stopping you from moving forward. Sometimes the fear of letting go keeps you stuck, even when you know that what you're holding on to isn't helping you grow. The weight of the past can prevent you from reaching your potential, so let go and give yourself permission to thrive. Imagine putting all your effort into watering a plant that's already withered beyond recovery. No matter how much care you give, it won't blossom. This is what happens when you keep investing in situations, relationships, or opportunities that have run their course. Instead, focus on the areas of your life that have the potential for growth. Put your energy into what brings you joy, passion, and fulfillment. Watch how your life blooms when you tend to the right things. Think of how much you give your time, your love, your energy. You deserve to receive that same effort in return. Life is too short to settle for situations where your excitement and passion are not reciprocated. The people, projects, and dreams you choose to invest in should be as eager and committed as you are. When you prioritize relationships and opportunities that meet you halfway, you create a more balanced and fulfilling life. Loyalty is a beautiful quality, but when it means staying in situations that harm you, it becomes self-sabotage. True loyalty should never come at the cost of your well-being. Being loyal doesn't mean sticking with something that causes you pain or holds you back. It means having the courage to walk away when your needs are no longer met. Choose loyalty to yourself and understand that sometimes the most loyal thing you can do is to let go. Imagine waiting at a train station for a train that's not meant to come. No matter how long you wait, you'll never reach your destination. Similarly, if a person, job, or opportunity isn't actively choosing you, your waiting only prolongs the inevitable. It's okay to walk away and seek out what is eager to welcome you. Let go of the illusion of waiting and step into the freedom of finding what's truly meant for you. Life has a way of closing doors that are not meant for us, but often we try to force them open. We keep knocking, hoping for a different outcome, only to feel more frustrated. Closed doors are a sign that it's time to explore other paths. Embrace the idea that some things aren't meant to be, and turn your focus to the doors that are open and inviting. The right opportunities won't need to be forced. The things, people, and opportunities that are truly aligned with you are out there waiting for you to be ready. But they can't find you if you're holding on to what's not meant for you. When you let go of unreciprocated efforts and energy-draining pursuits, you create space for what's truly yours to come into your life. Release the old and make room for the new. The universe responds to the energy of openness and readiness. Fear can be a powerful thing, but it's also a thief. It can keep you in situations that don't serve you simply because you're afraid of what might happen if you let go. But remember, the unknown holds just as much potential for joy and fulfillment as it does for discomfort. Trust that better things are possible. And don't let fear dictate your choices. Choose to believe in your worth and have faith that the best is yet to come. Flowers don't thrive in the shade, they need sunlight to grow. Similarly, you cannot thrive in an environment where your contributions, feelings, and efforts aren't acknowledged. You deserve to be in a place where you are valued, seen, and appreciated for who you are. If you feel overlooked and undervalued, it's time to find a new space, one that allows you to bloom fully. Surround yourself with those who see your potential and encourage your growth. Time is a resource that can never be regained once spent. When you invest time in people or projects that don't appreciate or value you, you're giving away one of your most precious assets. Instead, put your time into relationships, careers, and goals that recognize your worth and reciprocate the effort. When you focus on places that respect and value your time, you'll find yourself growing and thriving in ways you never imagined. Your worth isn't dependent on whether others recognize it. If someone or something cannot see the value you bring to the table, it's a clear sign that it's time to move on. You have unique talents, strengths, and qualities that deserve to be acknowledged. Don't waste time trying to convince others of your value. Instead, focus on those who already see and appreciate what you bring. Chasing after people, jobs, or opportunities that are constantly slipping away only leads to exhaustion and frustration. True connections and opportunities won't require you to beg or plead for their attention. What is meant to stay in your life will come willingly, and you'll find that you don't have to force anything. Stop the chase and allow what's truly meant for you to find its way to you. It's natural to want to give to others our time, support, and love. But when you're always the one pouring into others without getting anything back, it's not sustainable. You'll eventually run empty, leaving you feeling depleted. It's important to recognize when you're in a one-sided dynamic and to seek relationships that give as much as they receive. Your energy should flow in both directions, creating a balance that nourishes everyone involved. The right environment can transform your life. It can elevate your spirit, amplify your potential, and encourage you to become the best version of yourself. When you're in places or around people that stifle your growth or make you feel small, it's a sign that you need to move on. Surround yourself with those who challenge you in positive ways and who see the greatness within you. When you're in the right environment, you'll naturally thrive. Holding on to draining situations is like keeping a leaky bucket. You'll always be left feeling empty. It could be a toxic relationship, a stressful job, or even your own negative thoughts. When something drains you without offering anything positive in return, it's time to let it go. Free yourself from what weighs you down and redirect your energy toward what uplifts and energizes you. Life is too short to be anything but vibrant and fulfilled. You deserve relationships, opportunities, and situations that don't make you feel like an afterthought. You deserve to be a priority, not just an option. When you constantly settle for being second place, you're telling yourself that you're not worthy of more. But the truth is, you are. You have the right to demand more, to expect more, and to walk away from anything that doesn't see you as a top priority. Choose to be in spaces where you are celebrated and appreciated. When a door closes, it's easy to feel like you've been rejected. But sometimes it's life's way of redirecting you to something better. It's a gentle nudge to explore new paths that align more closely with your purpose. Embrace the idea that closed doors aren't the end, they're the beginning of a new direction. Trust that every redirection is leading you closer to where you're meant to be, even if you can't see the full picture yet. Your goals and dreams are your guiding stars. When you focus on what aligns with them, you move forward with clarity and purpose. It's easy to get sidetracked by things that look appealing in the moment but don't serve your long-term vision. Be intentional about where you place your energy and choose paths that align with your deepest desires. This focus will keep you on the right track and help you achieve your true potential. If you find yourself constantly explaining your worth or defending your dreams to those who won't listen, it's time to step back. You shouldn't have to fight for understanding from people who aren't willing to hear you. The right people will see you and appreciate you without needing endless explanations. Let go of the need for validation from those who don't matter and surround yourself with those who believe in you from the start. Each person has unique qualities and talents, and you're no exception. If you find yourself constantly trying to shrink or change to fit into a place where you aren't valued, you're doing yourself a disservice. You're meant to shine, and the right environment will make space for you to be your full self. When you let go of the need to fit into places that don't appreciate you, you open the door to spaces where you truly belong. Fear is a powerful force, and it often convinces us to stay where we are, even when deep down we know it's time to move on. Fear tells us that it's safer to stick with the familiar, but growth rarely happens in comfort zones. Challenge yourself to face that fear and take a leap toward the unknown. When you stop letting fear dictate your choices, you open yourself up to new opportunities that can transform your life for the better. It's easy to question your own value when others fail to recognize it. But your worth is not dependent on anyone else's opinion. If someone or something doesn't see your value, it doesn't make you any less valuable. The right people and opportunities will see your strengths, your potential, and the unique qualities that make you special. Hold on to that truth, and never let the opinions of others diminish your sense of self-worth. Life isn't meant to be spent trying to fit into molds that don't match who you truly are. Stop trying to be what you think others want you to be, and start being who you are. You don't need to prove yourself to fit into roles that don't feel right. The right roles, whether in relationships, jobs, or life paths, will embrace your authentic self. Trust that when you show up as yourself, the right opportunities will recognize your value. True connections, whether romantic, platonic, or professional, are built on a foundation of mutual respect and understanding. If you find yourself constantly giving without receiving the same level of care and respect in return, it's time to reassess. You deserve to be surrounded by people who respect your boundaries, value your presence, and care about your well-being. Let go of any dynamic where love and respect flow only one way, and find those who meet you with equal energy. Walking away isn't a sign of weakness, it's a sign of strength. It means recognizing when a situation is no longer serving you and having the courage to step away from it. It can be difficult to leave behind what is familiar, but sometimes it's the only way to make room for what's truly meant for you. Trust yourself enough to know when it's time to walk away and believe that better things await on the other side. You shouldn't have to constantly remind people of your worth or beg for their recognition. Those who truly see you will appreciate your value without needing to be convinced. If you find yourself in a place where you have to constantly justify your worth, it's a sign that you deserve better. Focus on being around those who already see your value and let go of the need to convince others who never will. Life is complicated enough without adding unnecessary confusion to the mix. If a situation, relationship, or opportunity consistently brings you more anxiety than peace, it may not be right for you. Your mental and emotional well-being should be a priority. Choose situations that bring you clarity, joy, and a sense of calm. The things that are truly meant for you will not come with a constant struggle or uncertainty. We often spend too much time hoping for a change in things that have proven time and again that they're not right for us. But your time is one of your most precious resources. Don't spend it chasing what isn't chasing you back. Redirect that time toward pursuits that appreciate your efforts and align with your goals. When you focus on what's truly meant for you, you'll find that your time is invested in the right places. Holding on to what's not meant for you can block the flow of new opportunities. It's like clinging to a branch when the river is trying to carry you forward. When you release your grip on what isn't working, you make space for better things to enter your life. Trust the process of letting go and believe that by doing so, you're making room for what's truly meant for you to find its way into your life. Continuously trying to force yourself into situations where you feel unappreciated or unaccepted can be draining. It's like trying to fit a square peg into a round hole it's not meant to be, and no amount of effort will change that. Instead of battling for acceptance, invest your energy into places where you're naturally welcomed. The right environments will recognize your value, and you won't have to fight to belong. When you compromise your self-respect, you are compromising the very foundation of your self-worth. There are certain boundaries that should never be crossed, and self-respect is one of them. No person, situation, or opportunity is worth losing your sense of self-worth over. Stand firm in your values and remember that self-respect is the key to attracting relationships and situations that honor you in return. You have a unique light of brightness that comes from your talents, passions, and personality. If someone asks you to dim that light, to tone yourself down, to play smaller, to be less of who you are, then they are not meant for you. You deserve to be in places where you can shine your brightest without fear of judgment or envy. Let your light shine unapologetically and surround yourself with those who appreciate your glow. There is a world of difference between being truly wanted and simply being tolerated. When you are wanted, you feel seen, valued, and appreciated for who you are. When you are merely tolerated, you feel like you're walking on eggshells, trying to avoid being seen as too much. Don't settle for spaces that make you feel like a burden. Seek out places where you're not just accepted, but celebrated for the qualities that make you you. It's human to hope that things will get better, that people will change, or that situations will improve. But sometimes things remain stagnant no matter how much hope or effort you put in. If you find yourself giving chance after chance without seeing any real progress, it might be time to stop. Your energy is better spent on what has the potential for growth and positive change, not on what remains the same despite repeated efforts. Life is too short to invest in one-sided relationships. When you prioritize people who value and actively choose to spend time with you, you build deeper, more fulfilling connections. You deserve to be with those who match your efforts, who show up for you as much as you show up for them. Relationships should be a mutual exchange, not a constant pursuit of someone's attention or affection. Just as you wouldn't give a precious gift to someone who doesn't care about it, you shouldn't give your presence to those who fail to appreciate your time and company. Your presence brings value, support, and joy. Those who truly care will treasure that and show you the same appreciation in return. Don't waste your gift on those who take it for granted. Instead, share it with those who recognize its worth. Respecting yourself means knowing when to leave a situation that no longer serves you or helps you grow. Just as a gardener wouldn't continue to care for a plant that's beyond saving, you shouldn't stay in places that keep you stagnant or unfulfilled. It takes strength and self-awareness to walk away. But that's what respect is all about, choosing yourself even when it's hard. Give yourself permission to seek out spaces where you can continue to flourish. Growth is a natural part of life, and with growth comes change. As you evolve, you may find that some relationships, jobs, or routines that once suited you no longer feel right. It's okay to acknowledge that you've outgrown certain aspects of your life. It doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you or with those situations. It simply means you're ready for something new. Embrace the changes and allow yourself to move on to what aligns better with your current self. Compromise is a necessary part of relationships in life, but your core happiness should never be the thing you sacrifice. When you find yourself constantly putting your own joy aside to accommodate others or to maintain peace, it's a sign that the balance is off. You deserve to have your needs met and to feel fulfilled. Don't settle for situations that make you feel like your happiness is negotiable. Prioritize your well-being and watch how the right situations fall into place. Settling for less than you deserve may feel like the easier path, but it comes at the cost of your potential and happiness. When you make the decision to no longer accept less, whether in relationships, career, or life goals, you open yourself up to opportunities that push you to thrive. By refusing to settle, you send a clear message to yourself and the universe that you're ready for what you truly deserve. It's in that space that you'll find your real growth and fulfillment. Trying to change others is a losing battle. It drains your energy and leaves you feeling frustrated. However, what you can change is where you put your energy. Instead of focusing on changing people who aren't willing to change themselves, put that energy into improving yourself, pursuing your passions, and building connections with those who align with your values. Redirecting your energy to where it's appreciated leads to a more fulfilling and empowered life. Society often equates holding on with strength, but there's tremendous courage in letting go. Letting go means accepting that something is not working, acknowledging your worth, and choosing to move forward rather than staying stuck. It's not a sign of giving up, it's a sign of prioritizing your peace and well-being. Letting go creates space for new beginnings and better things to enter your life. It's an act of self-love that requires bravery. It can be tempting to lower your standards when you're lonely or uncertain about the future. But remember, settling for temporary comfort can prevent you from finding lasting happiness. Your standards exist for a reason. They are a reflection of what you believe you deserve. Hold on to them even when it's hard, because settling might bring immediate relief, but it won't lead to long-term satisfaction. Be patient and trust that the right fit will come. People will always have opinions about your life, your choices, and your path. But at the end of the day, it's your peace of mind that matters most. You're the one who has to live with the consequences of your choices, not them. Don't let the fear of judgment or criticism keep you in places that rob you of your peace. Choose what makes you feel whole, and prioritize your mental and emotional well-being above all else. Your intuition is a powerful guide that often knows what's best for you, even when your mind is clouded with doubts. If a situation or relationship feels off, even if you can't quite put your finger on why, trust that inner voice. It's better to listen to your intuition early on than to ignore it and face regret later. Your intuition is there to protect you and to steer you toward what's right for you. Trust it, even when it's hard. Many people mistake self-care and self-prioritization for selfishness, but the truth is, choosing yourself is necessary for a healthy, balanced life. You can't pour from an empty cup. By taking care of yourself first, you become better equipped to show up for others and to live a life that feels fulfilling. Don't let guilt stop you from prioritizing your needs. Self-care isn't selfish, it's essential. Passion and inspiration are what keep life exciting and full of possibility. If you find yourself in a place where you feel uninspired, whether that's in a relationship, job, or routine, it's a sign that it's time for a change. Life is too short to spend it feeling stagnant. Seek out new challenges, fresh ideas, and environments that make you feel alive. When you leave behind what no longer sparks your interest, you make room for the things that reignite your passion. In any relationship or opportunity, respect should never be up for debate. If you find yourself being disrespected or treated unfairly, it's a clear sign that the situation is not right for you. Don't settle for anything less than the basic respect that every human deserves. Stand firm in your boundaries and values, and remember that respect is the foundation of all healthy and fulfilling interactions. Sometimes we doubt whether we're deserving of the big dreams we have or the kind of love and success we envision. But the truth is, you are absolutely worthy of the life you desire. Don't let past disappointments or the fear of failure convince you otherwise. What you want exists for a reason, and you have every right to pursue it. Hold on to your vision, trust in your worth, and don't settle for anything that falls short of what you truly desire.